Welcome to Ypsilanti, Michigan, home to the Eastern Michigan Eagles.
As we'll see a squad from the MAC.
The Bowling Green Falcons, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Eastern Michigan Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Bowling Green's offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Complete in the middle. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
A strike downfield. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Falcons racing to the line in a hurry-up. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
They go right back to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage, great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
On 4th down, looking to pass. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Quarterback on the keeper. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Smashes through the tackle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Takes the easy completion. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. The Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The give to the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to throw for it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Trying to get it to the marker. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
A lot of people in the stadium were questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but the gamble paid off.
He wants to go deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Eagles. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Just ran over it. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Falcons in the hurry-up. 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. And the Falcons are rolling down the field.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll run it from the gun. He fought them off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Looking for a deep man. Got it inside the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
He'll take it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Makes the catch. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Got his man on the right. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures it.
Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man down the middle. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Backed up now, here's second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He smashes his way through again. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bowling Green. Shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be out of bounds at the 44-yard line, but the big return has them in striking distance already. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll pull it down. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
There he goes! Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Catch in the middle. It's Callaway. Touchdown, Eagles! And they add 6 more in the morning with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like Ypsilanti. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And just like that, let's send it back to the guys inside the factory.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Falcons will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Marsh. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
The Eagles will have it 1st and 10.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
And the Eagles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the
touchdown, Eastern Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Finding open areas. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Falcons want to crank the tempo.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, BG. I think it's fair to say he didn't exactly have blazing speed on that one, but efficiently maneuvers his way into the end zone.
He had enough speed, Reese, to get into the end zone. That's what he had. That's all you need. You don't have to have the fastest 40 time in the world. Can you get in the end zone? Yes, he can.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the touchdown, Eastern Michigan. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking to throw on first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Puts it out of the air. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Falcons line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Power football with the run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Here we go. A run for the quarterback. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Leaves it with the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. It's complete on the right side. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They move to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. It's complete to the left. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there, even if you throw an incomplete.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down and goal-to-go situation.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. Turning it on. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Line gets set, first down. They'll go to the ground. Got room to work. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Falcons heading quickly to the line. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Here's a heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Falcons! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the... Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Eagles! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And the Falcons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. He's got it. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Knocked down, but not before. Touchdown, Eagles! How about this defense taking one back to the house? They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll give it to the back. He breaks a tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Gives it on the option. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game. The Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went.
There he goes! And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another 1st down.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. And you saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Give out of the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's still running after the move. Oh, a lot of space. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's intercepted in the end zone. No, he's out of bounds. so close to stopping the drive with a turnover in the end zone. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Here we go. Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this off.
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Going right to work up top. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.